What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here. Welcome to Tricky Gym. Today we're going to be rocking a gameplay on PTCGO. Just woke up, so excuse me if I look exhausted. I am pretty tired. We got a bunch of people in the house today, so yeah, shout out to all my buddies that are hanging out. And we're going to be going to a League Cup today, but I am not playing in said League Cup. I'm just going for good times and for genuine hangs. But today we're going to be playing Malamar box, so wanted to get this up. It is Memorial Day weekend here, so I didn't get a video up yesterday, so apologize for that, but wanted to crank something out here before I head out to the League Cup. And then also, I've got like a bunch of cool stuff in the hopper here, some tabletops, but the tabletops just take a really long time to edit. Put a lot of work into those, and I take a lot of pride in how the tabletop gameplays look, but they take like an hour to edit, just like minimum. That just is how long they take, especially going and hunting for all the old cards and things like that. Just takes a long time. Trying the Malamar box deck here again with my Sudowoodo action and rainbows and all that. We're just going to give it a shot. I'm not exactly sure if this is like a little bit too memey or if it's serious or whatnot, but we are giving it a good old try. I think that Malamar needs some sort of way to deal with Zoroark, and Sudowoodo is absolutely a valid option. I mean, Watch and Learn is a great attack to be able to access, and yeah, we play Rainbow Energies to make sure that we can hit that fighting cost for Sudowoodo. Yes, I'd like to draw an extra card. Oh, sick. There's a rainbow right there. And it looks like we're playing against Buzzwole, so cool stuff here. I think that I want to just start off. I don't want to Sycamore my Malamar and my Rescue Stretcher. That seems bad, though. I would love to get Psychic Energy into the discard pile. So let's go ahead and just attach the rainbow there. And then let's Parallel City short. And we're going to go in with a Cynthia. All right, turn one. Hopefully we can get ourselves an Ultra Ball or Mysterious Treasure here. Got an Ultra Ball. That's fine. And I'm probably just going to Ultra Ball away the Guzma there. And yikes, I do not want to get rid of two of these. Yeah, I guess we're getting rid of both these Guzmas, to be honest. Like, I don't really want, it's just a little bit rough, but I guess, yeah, we're getting rid of both those Guzmas. Do we have a Guzma left? We do have one Guzma left in deck. I just wanted to be able to Lily for the most cards possible next turn, so we're going to go get an Inkay, obviously, and then next turn it looks like we're going to Lily, so I don't think I necessarily want to put one of these Dawn Wings down yet, because it's probably just going to get Jet Punch damaged, though they're probably going to be targeting down the Inkay. Let's just give it a good old pass and see what we got going on here. Obviously, Lily is not ideal for this next turn, but I mean, imagine if that was a Bridget, it would be even worse. So we at least have some options next turn, and it would be possible to get off an attack. I mean, we could Watch and Learn, though I'm not exactly sure that Watch and Learn is going to be valuable at all. I think ideally we just evolve up the Inkay, maybe get another Inkay into play next turn. Try to just stabilize our board and try not to just get run off the board altogether by this aggressive Buzzwole deck. That would be awesome. Yeah, because, you know, we're definitely getting a slow start here. Malamar can do that. Now, I don't actually have Max Elixirs in this list right now, which could be good. I think that if we are going to play Max Elixir, we got to put like a ninth Psychic Energy in here for sure. I've seen a lot of players playing. Okay, so I do like that Psychic Energy is good. I think, yeah, we just bench both these guys, start to charge things up here, and then let's just Lily for 6. Hopefully we draw into some other stuff. Yep, that's cool. So at least like next turn, we're going to start to get going here. And then for now, totally fine with that Sudowoodo just hanging out there in the active position and taking another hit. So we're just going to pass to my opponent. No real reason to invasion here. I don't really need to take a hit. And obviously, I just want to clear the Sudowoodo out of play, truthfully. But my opponent could Lycanroc something up, which would be a little bit annoying. But at that point, all I have to do is get a 1 Psychic Recharge and a manual attachment to my Dawn Wings, and we've got a knockout on the Buzzwole there. Obviously, the GX attack from that incoming Lycanroc GX is not exactly something that we're looking forward to. But if they do Lycanroc me, I mean, I can watch and learn, copy them with Sudowoodo. That is an option. Though I'm not exactly sure that I want to use Lycanroc's GX attack as my GX attack. I might much rather use Dawnwing's Moon's Eclipse GX. Just seems better to me. So I think that we're probably going to skip copying that Lycanroc. But if we need to copy the Lycanroc, it is an option, and we do have it. So opponent does not bring anything up on the bench. That's great. I mean, really, jet punching the Sudowoodo is what we want. That way we could drop the third Inkay here and get to playing a supporter. I think we probably want to play N right now, just because my opponent's hand's actually going to be pretty big. I could have dropped the Floatstone. Like, admittedly, I could have dropped the Floatstone a little bit earlier. But I think, like, I don't know. I usually just grip those cards. But I didn't realize that, my opponent's deck, probably does not play Field Blower. So I could have dropped this a turn ago. Let's take a look here. I think I actually want to save the Ultra Ball, as weird as that is, instead of playing it right now, because it gives me a little bit of a higher chance of being able to get a Psychic Energy into the discard pile off of my Cynthia here, or my N. I definitely am going to N. Save the Cynthia for later in the game. Gives me a higher chance of hitting Psychic and an Ultra Ball, and sure enough, here we go. So yeah, we got an Ultra Ball and 2 Psychic Energies and 3 Psychic Energies, so we are going to be able to GX this thing. So that is really exciting. Let's go ahead, get ourselves a second Malamar here. Really good that we didn't discard that Malamar early. It looks like we only got 2 in deck right now. We're only playing a 2/2 line, so that is fantastic. And then we're going to Psychic Recharge all the way here to my Dawnwings, and we can just go in with that Moon's Eclipse GX. So we're going to make ourselves invincible. That's really good, especially considering that my opponent has an incoming Lycanroc. And yeah, so we're just, I think we do that. I mean, alternatively, like, they are probably going to Lycanroc and bring up this guy and knock him out. And then I can't really Sudowoodo it because I will have already GX'd. So what I can do is I could just Dark Flash and then try to, but they actually aren't giving me enough bench. Let's see. I could try to draw. No, I can't save my GX for this Dawnwings here because I have a Floatstone on him, so I'm probably not going to be able to get a Choice Band to Moon's Eclipse for more. So let's just try Moon's Eclipse GX, and then the following turn we probably want to try and just attack with that this Necrozma GX here if my opponent goes in with Lycanroc, and then hopefully hopefully we can get enough stuff going here. And it looks like with that Choice Band, we should be able to KO with Lycanroc if we go Psychic Recharge, Manual Attachment, Choice Band, and we will get there for knockout on Lycanroc. So that's really good because we'll have the Dawnwings powered up. We'll have this guy in the active position. We'll have Sudowoodo with the rainbow on it, kind of just chilling on the bench, ready to go. So we have a bunch of different options there if my opponent takes this knockout. And we're assuming that this guy is a goner. I think in most situations I don't bench a second GX Pokemon like this because you want to establish your board when you use that Moon's Eclipse. Force your opponent to, if they're going to Guzma or Lycanroc around you, they're going to take out a non-EX, non-GX threat. But I had that one turn with Lily where we just had to play as many cards down in our hand as possible because it was looking like, we might dead draw had we not drawn into anything there. So we absolutely had to make that happen. Have to imagine this guy's coming up. Yep. So there he goes. And then in my next turn, I don't have a free retreater. So I actually am going to promote this Dawnwings Necrozma here. I may end up having to pay the retreat cost on it, but ultimately that does not really matter. So my opponent's going down at 3 prizes. That's a little bit sketchy, but they do not have any other attackers on the board, which is really, really good for me. So that means that they are pretty much clear. Let's just, let's throw this guy down and get to swinging. So I could actually, no, I don't have a third Malamar in deck, so we actually, we need all of the juice here. Oh my gosh, I don't have any other psychic energies in the discard pile, actually. So I don't think I could do it. Okay, that's actually really troubling. Let's see. So yeah, I actually do not have any other. I forgot I don't have psychic energies in the discard pile. So let's see. I mean, I could retreat, but then I can't. I could watch and learn. I can't watch and learn. I've already GX'd. I think we just need to go in with Dark Flash. I mean, that's like really, really sketchy, but I think that's like all we got. Alternatively, what? I could retreat into Sudowoodo. No, there's really nothing I got going on here. So I gotta just Dark Flash. That's just, it's a little sad, but okay. So we're gonna do that, attach Choice Band, and just Dark Flash for 150. I just completely spaced. I was like, oh, of course we're gonna be able to get ourselves some psychic energy out of this thing, but no, we are, just woke up. We are still drinking our caffeine here, so we are still trying to get this thing up and going today. And it looks like, yeah, well, nope, you need psychic energy in the discard pile to be able to psychic recharge for sure. And this is really bad because now my opponent can just rip some Beast Ring action if they actually want to just power up a Buzzwole. I was expecting to be able to take 2 prizes here, but I think that maybe in the long run, saving my GX attack would have actually been the better play there, because now my opponent's just going to go down to 1 prize. I don't have any supporters in hand, and it's really, really sketchy. They're probably just going to hit like Beast Ring here, get that Buzzwole fully loaded, and then going down to 1 prize, I can't even, the Sudowoodo doesn't even help me there. It's just really, really bad. So let's see, do they actually miss Beast Ring? They not get it? That would be pretty sweet. And it looks like they did get Claw Slash for knockout though, so they are going down to 1 prize. That is really tough for me. And then I think I need to promote, my goodness, I mean, I need like an N bad. So I think we're going to Mysterious Treasure for the, for a Lele there and go from there. So let's see, we want to promote, they got 1 prize remaining. Let's promote a Malamar, and we're going to need to hit like a Floatstone no matter what. So yeah, let's Mysterious Treasure. I'm going to get rid of our own Inkay here. And then we're going to get a Lele. We need to Lele, grab. And I guess my opponent's got that Octillery out as well, which is really, really tough for me. Yup, but here we go. All right, so yes, we're going to look for a supporter card. We're going to grab ourselves an N. And then I think I just need to draw into a Floatstone off of this. If I don't, then tough luck. So yeah, that is what that is. Doing what, 30-50 right now. I could watch and learn with Sudowoodo, I guess. I mean, that gives them a little bit of an easier out to taking a knockout though. So think that, sure, we'll just take a knockout with the, I think we'll take the knockout with the Necrozma. The Sudowoodo, we take the knockout with the Sudowoodo. Then we have the Necrozma for game though. Let's just do that for now. And then Choice Band here. And then let's end. See what we get. Do we get a Floatstone? Oh, we got a Floatstone. All right. So we do have that. And I think I just Psychic Recharge probably a couple times to the Necrozma. Get that thing ready to go. We're a little bit too little too late here. I think I needed... The thing is, yeah, I had the Mysterious Treasure last turn, but I needed to be able to bench the Necrozma GX and... get a Lele in the same turn. So I think I'm just going to watch and learn here. And the reason I'm watching and learning is just because I have to hope my opponent just draws nothing off of this Abyssal hand here. I think if I go in with this guy, then I don't really have a good option for finishing off the game because I don't have room for, the Dawnwings Necrozma on my bench. Obviously, it is a little bit sketchy. I think if they draw strong energy, they just win 30, 50, 70. Actually, they don't. 30, 50, 70. Yeah, they would actually only be doing 70. So they don't just win on a strong energy. They still need Guzma to be able to take game here. So by going in with the Sudowoodo, it's a little bit of a tough situation. I mean, they need to Guzma up this Inkay and also have a free retreat. So it's quite possible that they actually don't get game here. They would have to, yeah, it actually is very, very possible that they don't get game. Let's see, they're going to Brooklyn Hill. I mean, they have strong energy Guzma. they have strong energy Guzma or just fighting energy Guzma, then they have it. But it looks like they don't. So they didn't attach to the bench. I'm assuming if they had Guzma, they would just attach that fighting energy to the bench, Guzma up the Inkay, then they'd have game. So it looks like we might have just squeaked this one out. Super, super sketchy early morning game, but guess what? We take these. We're going to see here, though. I'm not passing judgment. Maybe they have Floatstone Guzma in hand. Don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but I'm saying, probably got 5 chickens here. That's just what I'm trying to say. See, you got it? You got it? Hey, what are we going to do? Mr. ST Koga, what do we got going? Oh, man, you got game? Or do I have game? And it looks like, oh, they're going to end. They've got N. I don't think N can net them any sort of game-winning card, though. And for me, I got a Sycamore. That's great. I've got 2 prizes. They would literally have to retreat into Diancie or something. That just seems so bad. So I think that they probably are just, I think they're just out of luck. I don't see what they do. I mean, retreating to Diancie, and I think they have to. And they have to retreat into Diancie and then hope that next turn they just Octillery into Energy Guzma and then end it that way. They definitely have to do that. Yes, so here comes the Diancie, sure enough. But then the funny part about that is that I knock out Diancie, and it actually makes, it makes it harder for my opponent to win game on Guzma because they need to hit into like this non-EX over here. So they would need to do 30-50. Like they actually, if I could just get a Malamar onto that Inkay here, then they have a much harder time finishing the game off. So let's Sycamore, see what we can do. All right, we did get a Malamar, so that's really good. And then I think, I could, I definitely want to knock the thing out. Yeah, I definitely want to knock it out. But my opponent didn't attack, so I'd have to go in, like, literally with Malamar, I think. No, that seems rough. I don't want to go in with this Necrozma GX. That definitely seems bad, but let's actually just retreat. Yeah, let's do it. I think that by going in with the Necrozma, that's good, because then I could just Guzma for game the following turn, so I think we want to leave a non-EX, non-GX active, or not a non-GX, but we want to leave something big active so it's harder for my opponent to take game here. Let's Field Blower. Probably want to get rid of that Brooklet Hill. No, actually make it a little bit harder for my opponent. I think, I don't know, what if they Abyssal into a Brooklet Hill and it helps them thin their hand. I'm probably thinking a little bit too much. We're just going to Field Blower it. All right. Let's Field Blower these things, and then I think, I think it's still tough for them to take game here next turn, so let's see. Let's just see how we do. Prismatic Burst. All right, so we're knocking out the Diancie, going down to 1 prize. This is not ideal, but it's what we got going on right now. And now my opponent's got a shot to win, but it's not easy. They pretty much have to, even if they get strong Guzma, that's only 50 damage. 50 damage does not win them the game anywhere on the board. So they would need Max Elixir, craziness. They've got 2 Max Elixirs left in deck. They could hit double Max Elixir, attach, and Floatstone. They could just whip it all up, but it looks like they don't have it. They don't have it. They are attaching to the active, and they're going to end me again. No. Oh, no. This is bad. All right. So here comes the end. Oh, my gosh. And it looks like they're probably just going to be able to stick me like this. I don't have Oranguru out. I literally just need to top deck Guzma. I guess, I could have potentially... Oh, my gosh. We've got Mysterious Treasure. That does not help me at all. I think that my opponents just got game here finally, so they stuck me. I need room for this Oranguru, but I don't have it. I can not do anything, really. I just got this big heifer here stuck in the active position. So, yeah, let's just pass to my opponent. They get to Jet Punch my Malamar there for a game. So, close game there. I could have walked that a little bit differently. I think maybe I just go in with my Malamar there. I think I actually attack with my Malamar in that final turn, And maybe the Sudowoodo proven to be a little bit of a problem there. He would have been much better off this whole game as just like literally anybody else. If that was any other attacker this game, I think that I am much better off. So maybe the Sudowoodo is a little bit too much of a gimmick and not actually worth rocking there. I mean, but hey, what's the point if we don't actually try things out? We got to experiment. That's the whole point. And I think that maybe the Sudowoodo Malamar box is going to take a backseat. Potentially the Marshadow Malamar is better, or just the straightforward version of Malamar also could just be better off. But I do like the regular Necrozma as opposed to the Ultra Necrozma, kind of leaning towards that right now. Let's go ahead, check out the list that we were rolling with there. And I think that, yeah, I think that the Sudowoodos just ended up being a little bit too gimmicky. I would have rather had like a Mew. I would have rather had, this Lunala. I would have really rather had like anybody else on the bench. Starting the two Sudowoodos definitely got us off to a little bit of a slow start. Potentially also, I think maybe that turn that I Moon's Eclipse GX, maybe I wait until the following turn to Moon's Eclipse GX, Dark Flash, take the knockout, then Moon's Eclipse GX the following turn where I don't have any other EX or GX Pokemon on the bench, and leave it that way intentionally. I could have potentially been way better off if I had done that as well, but that's the whole point of testing. I mean, we're testing, figuring things out, and still learning. So thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel. Let me know, what do you guys think is the best way to play Malamar in the comments below. Peace.